I was staring at the kettle this morning, waiting for my tea water to boil. And, when it finally hits that rolling, angry boil.
Oh, yeah, just bubbling like crazy.
Exactly. So I was staring at those bubbles, and I want you, our listener, to imagine that exact temperature. But not in a tiny kitchen kettle.
Right, something a bit bigger.
Much bigger. Imagine an entire river of that boiling, bubbling water just hidden deep within an impenetrable jungle.
It's honestly hard to even picture.
It really is. So today, our mission on this deep dive is to explore exactly that. It's this breathtaking geological marvel tucked away in the Peruvian Amazon called the Shanay-Timpishka, famously known as the Boiling River.
Which is just an incredible, wild system.
It is, and we are going to figure out how a system this extreme actually exists. But real quick before we head into the jungle, a word from our sponsor.
Let's hear it.
This deep dive is sponsored by Silk. If you need help with AI training, automation, or software development, or, if you're uncovering where AI agents can make the most impact for your business, check out embersilk.com.
Awesome. So to bridge that mental image you just painted with the physical reality, this river is nestled in the Amazon's Omagua.
That's the low jungle, right?
Exactly, down in Peru.
Yeah.
And it is not just some small bubbling puddle. It's a massive 9-kilometer river system.
Wow, 9 kilometers.
Yeah, and the lower 6.3 kilometers run completely thermal. I mean, it starts off as a totally normal, refreshing jungle stream at around 81 degrees Fahrenheit, or 27 degrees Celsius.
Basically like nice bath water.
Right. But then the temperature just skyrockets. It maxes out at a staggering 210.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, which is 99.1 degrees Celsius. And that happens at a specific hot spring known as La Bamba.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because it is no wonder the indigenous Quechua name, Shanay-Timpishka, translates to boiled by the heat of the sun.
It's a very fitting name.
Right. I mean, when you see a river giving off these thick rolling clouds of steam, the local shaman's explanation makes perfect sense.
You're talking about the Yakuma myth.
Yes. They beautifully attribute this extreme heat to Yakuma, this giant serpent spirit known as the Mother of the Waters. They believe she's birthing these boiling currents from below.
And, the shamans weren't far off when they credited a powerful force from below. The real cause is absolutely bubbling up from the deep.
Just a bit less mythological serpent.
Right, exactly. Instead of a serpent, it's an extreme geological plumbing system.
See, here's where it gets really interesting, because I get how a geyser works in Yellowstone, There's a massive magma chamber right near the surface.
Sure, the heat source is obvious there.
But there are no active volcanoes anywhere near this part of the Amazon.
Not at all.
So without a volcano, where is the heat engine actually coming from? Like, is the Earth acting like a giant, deep-rooted espresso machine?
An espresso machine?
Yeah, taking cold rainwater, forcing it deep under pressure, and then just shooting it back up boiling hot.
That's actually a brilliant analogy.
Amen.
What's fascinating here is that it relies entirely on the geothermal gradient and this massive, deep-rooted fault system. This mechanism was investigated extensively by a geothermal scientist named Andres Russo.
Right, I've seen some of his work.
Yeah, so basically rainwater falls on the Amazon rainforest and seeks out these deep-rooted geological faults. It travels incredibly far down into the Earth's crust.
So it's getting significantly closer to the Earth's hot mantle.
Exactly, where the temperatures are just extreme.
But wait, if it's just traveling down through the rock, shouldn't it cool back down as it rises to the surface? What forces it back up so quickly that it actually retains enough heat to boil a river?
Well, it comes down to pressure and physics. Because the water travels so deep, the immense pressure and thermal expansion act, just like you said, like a natural hydraulic pump.
Ah, so it's moving fast.
Very fast. It forces the boiling water back up through vertical fault lines at such a high velocity that it simply doesn't have time to lose its heat to the surrounding cooler rock.
That is wild.
It really is. It gets thrust out through fault-fed hot springs, constantly cooking the river from below.
That completely changes how I picture the ground beneath our feet. I mean, the boiling river proves that the Earth's crust isn't just a static layer of solid rock.
Not at all.
It's this highly active, porous engine capable of moving massive amounts of thermal energy without needing a volcano to do the heavy lifting.
It is a brilliantly engineered, non-volcanic geological anomaly. And it perfectly demonstrates how dynamic our planet's hidden systems really are.
Which brings up a fascinating thought for you to take away from this. So what does this all mean? If this massive 9-kilometer boiling river went unmapped by modern science until recently.
Just because it was hidden by the jungle canopy.
Exactly. If this was quietly hiding in the Amazon, just imagine what other incredible, brilliant systems the Earth has engineered that we have yet to discover.
Oh, absolutely. Like under the ice sheets of Antarctica or the depths of the ocean floor.
Yes. The future of geological exploration is boundless. We have so much inspiring discovery ahead of us. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today.
It's been great.
If you enjoyed our exploration, please subscribe to the show.
And hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can.
It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in, and keep wondering about this wild, beautiful planet we get to live on.